it is Margot. Today I'm here with a sit down video, finally. I feel like I've been doing a bunch of vlogs recently and kind of just moving around. So I'm super excited to sit down and be able to talk to you guys. If you guys have watched a few of my previous vlogs or videos or live videos on Instagram, you would know that I am definitely trying to get more into videos that are meaningful to me and that I feel kind of serve a purpose. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I've decided to start a series that doesn't have a name yet. If you have ideas, please let me know. That circles around just being happier, understanding your own happiness. I think that's something that's so important in this day and age. And although it's talked about a lot in books and magazines, I haven't really seen many YouTubers sitting down and talking about their experience being happy. I know that sounds kind of like braggy, and I don't want it to be, but I think that positivity is something that everyone should get to experience or kind of learn themselves. I obviously have days where I'm not very positive, or I'm in a bad mood, or I just don't really see the good side of things, and that's something that I'm still trying to work on, and obviously no one is gonna have it 100%. However, I do think I've gotten to a really good place in my life where I know what things make me happy, and I can understand my own happiness in a better way, and I want to share that with you guys. So I'm going to be kind of breaking that up into different segments, and today it's going to be all about productivity. You guys might be wondering how productivity and happiness are kind of under the same video. Let me explain. So in my eyes, productivity and happiness are kind of a cycle. So the more productive I am, the happier I'm going to be, and the happier I'm going to be, the more productive I'm going to be. Especially living at home this summer, where my job has been YouTube, which has been absolutely amazing. It's definitely easy for me to fall into a trap of laziness and just not being productive, not getting things done, and that definitely has an effect on the way that I feel. So I've been doing some research, and I've just been kind of examining my own habits to share with you guys, and I really hope that you guys like this, because I definitely haven't done something like this before, and this is really coming from the heart, so here goes. First of all, before I start getting into the specific tips, I kind of want you guys to think about how the theme of this video is, at the end of the day, you doing what you want to do. And a lot of times laziness can get in the way of that, and it definitely has for me. And whether what you want to do is going somewhere or getting something done or being able to accomplish something big or small, I think what stands in the way is productivity a lot of the time, at least from my personal experience. I just want you guys to keep in mind this whole time that the whole theme of this idea of productivity and happiness is getting to the place that you guys want to be. So the first tip I have is waking up early, which you probably don't want to hear. I guess this doesn't really count if you have a job or something. Hopefully you already have your wake up time set if you have an early job. But if you're like me and you're self-employed, or maybe you have a job that starts later in the day, or you have classes that start later in the day, you do have to kind of set a regimen for yourself. The days that I sleep in until like 10:30, I don't get half as much done as when I wake up at 8:30. I found that 8:30 is kind of my happy time to wake up. I don't need an alarm to wake up then, which is really nice. I just wake up with the sun. This is just really nice because I don't feel like I'm gonna have to cram throughout the day, and I'm able to set goals and intentions for the rest of the day without being stressed if I'm gonna be able to finish it or not. By waking up late, you're kind of already setting yourself up for failure, because you're taking away hours of the day that you could be productive. Step 2, which is my personal favorite step, is making to-do lists. So literally before I get out of bed in the morning, I reach to get my journal and I write down my to-do list and my goals for the day. So sometimes these can overlap if I need to get stuff done, but usually my to-do list is things I'll actually be able to check off the list, and my goals or reminders are things that I want to keep in mind throughout the day. So usually these will be drink water, keep your room clean, stay focused, and that's also a good place to put your goals. So if you're trying to do something that night, or if you have certain deadlines that you just want to remind yourself of, I like to put those there. By creating a to-do list, it really makes everything that you have to do visual, and that might sound more stressful, but it really takes a lot more stress out of the whole process of getting things done. Just because if you can look at everything and you can say, this is the order I should do it in, you're gonna be a lot more successful than just thinking about everything, forgetting about things that you're supposed to be doing, maybe not doing things in the most efficient order, and that's gonna lead to stress. If you want to learn more about my journaling, I have an entire video on it that people have actually found pretty helpful, which was surprising to me. I did not expect the response that it got, but I will link that if you guys are interested in watching that. This is something that I don't usually do, but if I have big plans or big goals, I like to tell somebody what those are because it makes you accountable. So for example, if I know that I have a lot of things to do that I don't want to do, like making doctor's appointments or running errands or just doing things that aren't as enjoyable, I always tell my mom what my plan is because she's gonna hold me accountable. And also, no offense, Mom, but I don't want her to nag, so I'm more likely to get those things done. This is something that I actually researched for the video, and this literally came up everywhere, which I didn't even know about, and I'm starting to incorporate it into my day. But it's to give yourself a reward. This is scientifically proven to help you get better habits. I have taken some psych classes, so I know some classical conditioning always does the job. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, there's a lot of information online, and I will link articles that I was reading down below if you do want to learn more about it. But just giving yourself a small reward for finishing tasks can really be helpful. You have to make sure they're smart rewards. A bad example of this would be you finish an assignment and you allow yourself to go on your phone. Your phone can be such a trap if you're going on social media sites like Instagram or YouTube, or you're opening up Netflix and you tell yourself just one episode of The Office. It's not just one episode of The Office. Take it from me. Something that I do really love to do for my reward is using an app that I'm sure you guys have heard of, but I'm gonna tell you about it again just in case you haven't, or to remind you, which is Audible. Audible is an amazing source online of books that are basically read to you. This is my favorite way to reward myself after I get things done. The book that I'm reading right now is called All the Bright Places, which I actually got from a recommendation from a few of you guys on Twitter. But I am going to recommend The Glass Castle. If you've never heard of it, it's a memoir. It's absolutely amazing. And there's a movie if you want to watch it after as like your big reward. And the next book that I want to read, my friend Hannah recommended to me, and it's called Faithful. So if you guys are interested in checking out Audible, you can go to audible.com/MargotLee, which is AUDIBLE.com/MARGOTLEE, or text Margot Lee to 500500. And in addition to getting a free 30-day trial for Audible, you get what I said when I was recording just didn't make sense, so I want to clarify. What I meant to say was when you get the 30-day free trial, you also get a free credit on Audible. So yeah, definitely check that out. That has been seriously such a game changer for me because I fall into these traps of binge watching TV shows or YouTube videos, and it literally just gets me off my game, which I hate. And if I'm having the most productive day ever, that will ruin it for me, and I'm literally stuck in a trap and just like in that mindset for the rest of the day. Something else I've learned for myself, and I also saw when I was researching online, is that you should try to get most of your tasks done before lunchtime. This is because before lunchtime, it's scientifically proven that you're most productive. And I've found for myself that's very true. I kind of have a slump after lunch and I just want to chill out. So if I wake up and I can get the majority of my tasks done, I try to do 70 to 80% of the things I have to do, then I know that I'm set for the day and I don't have to be stressed. I think part of understanding your own happiness is knowing what makes you anxious. And for me, it's definitely having a lot on my plate and not feeling like I have enough time to accomplish it. Speaking of lunch, something that is so important is that you're fueling your brain with healthy foods. I cannot stress this enough. If you're eating junk food, you're gonna feel like trash and you're not gonna be your best self. I think I'm gonna do a whole other video on health and wellness and how that affects your happiness, just because I have so much to say on that topic. But for now, all I'm gonna say is there are so many healthy food options. I have a bunch of what I eat in a day is up on my channel. Other people have videos on it as well. You can look on Pinterest, anything. If you're feeding your body well, you will do such amazing things. So definitely finding the balance of eating healthy foods and enough food is gonna keep you fueled, and you will be able to stay focused without having to take a million breaks to keep eating. The next tip that I have is finding your spot that works for you, that you can stay focused in. This is different for everyone. For me, there are certain parts of my house that I work really well in, just because I find that it's comfortable. I have outlets near me if I need to charge my computer, so I don't have to move around a lot, and there's not too many distractions. Another place that really works for me are coffee shops. I don't know what it is, but the ambiance and the sound and everything just works really well for me. But I didn't figure that out until my senior year of high school, and I probably could have taken advantage of that before. So just testing out different places, like I know that the library doesn't work for me, which works for a lot of people, obviously. But it took trial and error to get there. So definitely just figuring out where you can do work best is going to help you stay focused and be more productive and get everything done that you need to get done. Last but not least, I'm going to challenge you guys to create and practice routines. You guys see nighttime routines and morning routines and workout routines all over YouTube, and if you guys have routines for yourself, that's awesome. If you don't, then try to just get into mini habits for different parts of your day. I know what I do when I wake up. I know what I do when I go to bed. I try to not use my phone at either of those times, because I know it's just setting me up for either a unproductive day if it's in the morning, or a bad sleep if I'm using my phone at night. So creating routines can really scientifically help your brain to create healthy habits. Takes about 21 days to create a habit. So just really forcing yourself to do the same thing over and over is actually really nice, and will really help you to kind of settle into healthier routines and create a lifestyle that you like better. I think for a lot of these tips, you can tell that when I'm prepared for what's coming, I do a lot better, and obviously that makes my day a lot more productive. Please share with me if you guys have any tips for productivity that helps you guys, because I want you guys to all help each other. This is kind of a journey for everyone, and I'm really happy to be talking about the subject of happiness. Again, if you have any name ideas for this series, please help a girl out. Again, if you guys are interested in signing up for Audible, you can get a free 30-day trial going to the website www.audible.com/MARGOTLEE. I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It seriously means so much to me that I can sit down and talk to tens of thousands of people about this. It's so crazy to me. As you guys can tell, we're almost at 300,000 subscribers, so if you're not subscribed, make sure you click subscribe, and also turn on post notifications. Follow me on Instagram, because that's where I'm posting pretty much every day, at least on my stories, and I want you guys to see what I'm up to. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.